Yo, this is Ruffcutt. This is Mel, my boy Truck.
What's up, y'all? Rough cut. First take, baby. What's good, man? Let's talk.
What's goody?
All right, man. What's the first? What's on your mind, man? What's on your heart right now, man? I know what's on mine.
Uh, these cops is pussies. That's what's on my mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't. I don't think we need to ask anything. I'm done past asking. This man was sleeping in his car. I'm talking about Rashard. I'm sorry, Rashard Brooks. Yeah, like this man was asleep in the car, drunk too much, didn't drive, didn't want to put himself in danger. You know what I mean? Was complying at first. I hear people talking about, oh, he shouldn't have ran and all that. Bro, he not even in his right mind. And
Right.
they should have been like on some. They should have been on some like, yo, all right, man. Let me get you a ride home. You know what I'm saying? And you can't sleep in the parking lot. First of all, shame on the person who called the police.
Right. Like you got somebody killed because you couldn't mind your business. That's what happened.
Or be like, yo, man, you need a ride or something like, or you need I don't want nothing to happen. Like that shit easy, man. That's easy to do in these days and what's going on.
And you know
You know
what?
what I'm
I want to hear the
saying?
the 911 call or whatever. 'Cause I want to hear what the person was saying when they called in. Cause that they could have been on some. Oh yeah, this dude in here, he tweaking, he drunk out of his mind. Homie could, he was just sleeping. But how they got that call, that could be. Oh yeah, let's go do this. You know how they be. Amped to go to a call or sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It could have been that. Like somebody, whoever called them could have been like, yeah, he's in there, he's doing drugs, or I see him doing this right now. You know how they be. So, it ain't no telling how that went.
Right. Because I done been Mr. Brooks before. I done been, you know, feeling like, yo, I just need to, do what I need to do, and people just do you wrong. And I'm done asking, man. It's time. We can stop all this protesting shit. We've been protesting for 50 years, bro. That shit ain't changing nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
They whacking us on camera now and getting away with it. So, you know, I think we need to grow smarter. I think it's time for us to have a plan in order right now amongst ourselves, not even not asking for the government or asking somebody to help us with that because they're not.
Right.
You gotta help yourself now. And the rough part about that is it's gonna be some sacrifices. So we're gonna need it we're gonna need people to step up as myself and you, every black man in America. It's time, bro. It's if you felt like it is now is the time for you to reset that shit, manifest your destiny, man. Like because it ain't just you, it ain't oh you just a failure. It's really people out here against you. So it's time to reboot. I feel like we're gonna need farmers, carpenters, construction workers, you automobile technicians, cooks. If you know how to do any type of trade, man, or be able to make our own economy, that's what's next, man. The black dollar.
Right. And that's how we're going to hurt them the most because, our dollars account for all the, billions that's made. That's coming from us. Like all the designer, all of that, that's coming from us. So we got to take that money and do something else with it. And if we all do that, they are, they gonna see the effect, at how much, like, we, just as important, or if not even more important in this country than, a lot of people feel like we are. Like, like they really see that, like, our dollar keeps this nation afloat. Like, what we spending money on, like, and sometimes we spending money ignorantly too. I'm not going to, like, just say that we not doing that, because we definitely are. Take that money that we spending like that, put that into us. Oh, Joe a plumber. I'm not gonna call Ro the rooter. I'm gonna go to Joe because that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Let me support him. Trenton, he remodel houses. Let's go with him. Let's not go with this dude. Let's go with him because I know him. I grew up with him. Let me support him. Or my homeboy Ramon, he cook. He do this. Let's go to this restaurant because he for the people. He's starting to get out on his feet. Let's do something for him too. Like we gotta do that. We know somebody with a business, a trade. We gotta support that. That's how that's how
Right.
we're trying to do. That's how that starts. We gotta support each other.
And all of the wealthy black people that's actually doing really well for themselves and
Yep.
doing well in any economy. So here's your chance to invest in your community times 10. We could fix the school system, like how any other like private school or any other big ass school like IMG or something like that. Let's build our own IMG. Let's build our own Oak Hill. You
Exactly.
know, like
Exactly.
they got boosters and stuff like that. Like, let's stop playing.
Right.
Like and I want to applaud, like, the black athletes and black people that do help us, throughout that. I'm pretty sure they help us get through this, man. Like everybody just not trying to, like, that's too much thinking for one person, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm gonna have holes in my plan, but I feel like my message is going in the right direction. Like, we can have boosters and have powerhouse schools and have HBCUs on top of the world. Just like they're gonna have to go through us now.
Right.
Everything you're gonna have to go through us. Like, ain't no more cutting us short or anything. So
Right.
so y'all wanna talk about fair, right? How about we want not just more than one black owner in the NFL. We want several.
Right.
Actually, we want a third of the league.
Right. Right.
Let's keep it 100.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna keep it 100. Maybe a third should be owned by uh, predominantly white people, and a third should be other, meaning Mexican, meaning Indian, Chinese, doesn't matter. And then a third for the black,
Yep.
African American community.
Right. They preach diversity, but ain't no diversity. Like
Right.
what you just said is what we need. That's diversity. But we don't have absolutely, like, in every sport is dominated, by white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have an end to have our own, own our own team, like, and football is ridiculous. Like, like, I feel like that's, like, that's something that really got to get talked about. Like, how all those teams y'all don't have a black owner. Like, that don't, like, and y'all scream like, oh yeah, we for the people, we for, black people. Like, yo, like, I feel like they purposely trying to make it to where a black person can't buy a team. That's, like,
Nah,
that's garbage.
you ain't got to think that that's what they're doing.
That's garbage.
It
That's
is.
garbage. Because, like,
Right.
yo,
So
if me and you have the money right now, we should be able to go buy a team. Well, we can't get a team because we black. Like, nah, that ain't it.
facts. And if you watch, this is a brilliant show. People sleep on this show too. You ever seen Ballers on HBO?
I didn't watch a bunch of it. I'm gonna check it out though. If you saying, like, it got some jewels in it, I'll definitely check it out.
It do got some jewels in it because The Rock they ended up canceling the show because The Rock did some shit on there. Like he somehow he had script. He was an agent. He was a former player. He was an agent, and then he ended up flipping the script on him like he was a goddamn owner of a team and all this shit. And he owned the Chiefs. And in the episode they had Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? You gotta watch. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. So I ain't gonna spoil it, but it got my head thinking like, yeah, they don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see that that duel in there, man. They don't want to see that like that black man actually being successful. Just imagine if a black owner, right, had a team like the Patriots,
right?
That I had to run this long. They would hate that shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
So just imagine if the Atlanta Falcons had a run like that, right, and they had a black owner.
Right.
They'd hate that shit.
Or a conglomerate of black people, you know, like T.I., Ludacris, Jeezy, you know, Big Killer Mike, all of them together. We all own the Atlanta Falcons. Our group, we bought the Atlanta Falcons, we bought the Atlanta Braves, we bought the Atlanta Hawks. We own all of that. That's possible. That's possible. You know, and it ain't just that they don't want us to do it. People gotta drop them egos, man. Like if you my fellow black brother, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta stick together. We can't just keep looking at each other like enemy. Like, yo, like if you do something and I do something and we both got a common goal and it'll work better for us to do it together, why we can't do that?
We gotta hold each other accountable, man.
Exactly.
Not even and when I mean hold each other accountable, I don't mean like, yo, snapping on this person and doing all of the shit like how we used to. Nah, like, bro, it's different. Like, it's crazy out here, man. Like, the odds is already against you, bro.
Right.
I ain't about to step on you while you down. So, what I mean by that is we got to pull each other up, man, and stop all this bullshit.
Right.
Because bullshit don't get nothing done.
Exactly.
Bro, we from them hard times where, you know what I mean, you gotta grind, do what you gotta do, man. I've seen a lot of people that have been in them streets survive. So what we gotta do is make sure we have our kids set, ready to go, no excuses. Oh, so if somebody of a different color or a different walk of life don't like me, I don't care. That don't stop me from doing what I need to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's a mindset. Like I said, man, my son shouldn't be afraid of if we get pulled over. He should have no fear in his heart, but it's there. He ain't never seen nothing like that happen, but now he tells me that's what's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta change that.
So,
we gotta change that. Like that. It's that simple. We gotta make sure that our kids, you know, like, you know how growing up they always teach us like, yeah, y'all gotta be twice as this, twice as smart, twice as fast, you know, gotta work extra hard just to, you know, get over like your white counterpart. It's like, yo, bro, like, I'm not going for that.
That was
like,
the wrong message.
Yo,
that's the wrong message.
Hearing that, like, yo, like, what you mean? Like, if I'm better at something, like, say we going for a position, I'm better than him, I should just get the position. If he better than me, he should get the position. Color, race should not matter. Like, you know, like, I just don't understand, like, you know, how, like, it can't just be like, you know, as equal as they say the country was built on equality, like, yo, like, that's BS. Like, you know, like, nothing been equal for us.
Absolutely.
Like,
nothing. Nothing's been equal. Nothing.
And what's crazy is, like, for them, you know, people would be like, you know, these hardcore Americans and be like, yeah, you know, it's the land of the free, home of the brave. It's like, yo, bro, like we were just saying the other day, like, when they built this country, like, we was property. Like, you know, we, like, that 2/3 of a human, I believe it was. So basically we was dogs. You know what I'm saying? So people, these same laws is here now. So why they think that it's going to change now. When those laws was built, we wasn't even considered a person.
They don't want to change. They want to stomp on you while you here. They want to inflict fear because they don't want to see your strength.
Right. They know we stronger. They know it.
You're not gonna survive this like without being have to be strong. Like people don't understand that part of life either. Like it's millions of ways for us to be like this, but everybody want to be about this, want to be separate, worried about what's on their plate, worried about this and that. Yo, in the end, it don't even matter. You all die at the same time. Everybody die the same way.
No.
Yeah. Like you leave this earth, you leave this earth. Same. Some people leave early, some people leave late. Look at all the shit that Kobe did. He died like that. Nipsey, Tupac, you know what I mean? Michael Jackson.
Right.
Yes. So it's life too precious to be having to worry about somebody looking at me because of my color or because of the way I look. Because ain't no ban on racist white people.
Right.
I see all these people getting fired, and they're like, "Oh, I'm glad they getting fired." They fucking should get fired because if we said any racist white shit, let me ask y'all something. What state or what city in America can a white person not go?
That's a good question. Definitely a good question right there. Most definitely a good
Where's there a racist? Where is there a racist area in America where black people act like how racist white people act in the South sometimes, or in the North, or in the West Coast, or wherever the fuck they at? I am so scared. One would think it's a guilty conscience, right? And all those people that's not racist, ask your grandfather why he is.
They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that question.
They ain't ready for none of that, man. Like, but at the end of the day, it's like how you look at how some of our black people did, how fuck up the money, like you were saying, like how we waste money, how we waste our time on silly shit, right? But at the end of the day, that's their choice.
True.
Just like it's but the difference between our people, they ain't harming no white people like that. When the last time somebody went on a killing spree of all white people?
We
That was
don't
black.
move like that. That's not us. We don't move like that.
As much as y'all treat us as bad as we are, we don't do none of that stuff with y'all. What y'all doing with us? Why?
Then
Not even just white people. Not even just white people. Spanish people. Why you got a problem with me?
Yeah, that's heavy, bro. That's funny you said that because you got some Spanish people that like feel like they better than black people. And it's like, yo, like y'all know we all come off the same tree, right? Y'all know that like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all branches off of black people, right? Like I just don't understand like why some of them be moving like that. Like Tia was telling me that. She was like, yeah, a lot of Spanish people, be like racist against black people. I'm like, what? Like how? Like, you know what I'm saying? America view y'all just like they view us. Like, how could y'all hate us?
Listen, what the comedian said, a nigga with a slick back.
Basically.
You know what I mean?
Basically.
A nigga with good hair. That's all it is.
Right. I don't know
Sure do, man.
it baffles me. It's not even like it's like you see like Asian people be having stuff to say about black people. You see like all these different ethnicities. This different like this country got something to say about. It's like like what do we do to all these people? I feel like man they so scared. It's like that that fear is projecting like, oh yeah, they're bad. Like, nah, we not bad. Like, but I guess they're looking at it as like, they done been put through so much for so long. Eventually, they gonna snap on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it seemed like.
When you the wildest animal in the jungle, because they look. How listen, man. Black people are like a animal that was abused.
Yeah.
A rescue animal, and America act like it ain't happened.
Right.
Just like if man, I got a lot of stuff, man. Ruffcutt gonna be crazy. This is episode 1, but America gotta look at that black eye that y'all giving black people. Because without black people, where would y'all be?
Nowhere. Nowhere. We built everything. All the colleges built by slaves. Come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally built everything for free. All the inventions. Remember, I was telling you before, like, I found out, like, researching or whatever, like, if a slave had an invention and, because they was a slave, oh, I did that. You know what I'm saying? They taking, like, they stuff and getting it patented and making money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Those days are over, though.
Oh, way over with. It's a bunch of us that's like, and mostly this younger generation that like, they're not taking this no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like me and you, a bunch of other, like, it's mostly this younger generation. They not going for some of this that was happening 20 years ago. That, this younger generation is going to be the generation that literally go to these police precincts and start offing cops. That's what they're going to start. This younger generation, like, they not having it. They not having it whatsoever.
It's gonna be all out war, and then it's gonna be like, oh, you guys are starting something. No, y'all been started this, man. Y'all been doing this shit like in the last 5 or 6 years. Look at the stats, man.
That's so crazy.
Men and women,
and
kids.
You got to think about it too, man, because it's like, think about it even in a simpler term. Like, okay, how many times you punch me in my face and I just sit there and let you do that before I start whooping your ass? Like, I'm going to just sit here, for all these years and just take this beating. Eventually, come on, man. Eventually something else is going to happen, like, whether it's right or wrong, whether people feel like that's right or wrong, whatever, but you can't constantly be kicking somebody, hitting them all these years. Like, shit, we got 400, 500 years of the same shit. Like, eventually, like, something gonna come out of that. What they expect, like, that's logic. Like, that ain't even that don't even take a bright person to understand that. That's logic.
They're gonna wake this animal that's gonna come out, and then they're not gonna be ready for it.
They're not gonna.
I think that riot and shit was something.
It could get way worse.
Because what if they start taking cops into their own hands? Oh, you killed this person? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what's going to
We got it. Yeah. Then justice gonna be really served, and they're like, "Oh, this you guys are taking stuff into your own hands." Why? They hid behind a badge, and that little bullshit ass press conference that dude, that New York City police cop dude, man, fuck you, dude, fuck you. These guys put it out of the line. You guys treating us like thugs, treating us like killers, bro. Should have said killers, murderers, pussies.
See, that's how I started it off. Straight up pussies. Like you know, getting bullied in school. You know what I'm saying? Go, you know, graduate, go to college for a couple years, go get a badge and a gun. Oh, I'm Superman now. You know, like,
I'm a bad son of a bitch.
Yeah, you know, go to the gym.
Even if you ain't.
Go to the gym every Thursday, lifting weights now. Now you bad because you like, man, come on, man.
Letting that badge pump you up, pussy.
Right. And see, that's another thing. Even with homeboy in Atlanta, right? Okay, they said why he ran. It's two of y'all. Y'all still got to shoot, homie? It's two of y'all. Like, and he's drunk. One of y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that I would have wanted homie tackled, but I would rather him get tackled than shot. You could tackle him, bam, handcuffs, y'all good. Throw him in the car. What? Why you got to shoot him? It's the same thing with George Floyd. Like how they on this man's neck. Yo, it's mad at y'all. Like, you mean to tell me this one man is stopping, you know, y'all from doing y'all job? Like, get out of here. You wanted to do that. That's garbage, man. I said, this.
Do you see the other videos where homie that ran up? The cop ran, bro. The cop ran. The other video where they show the trying to get other white people and shit, man, they'll never get killed. Never. They be doing the most. They be hitting the cops, all that. Assault the officer.
Right. Cops
they get away.
Yeah.
Pussy, man.
It's wild.
That's all that is. And you know what? You know what they just basically telling us though now? That we better than them. I'm not saying like or black people are on this plateau, but we are really, but we built for shit like this.
Right. Not. No other race could take what we've been through and still going through. Anybody else would have folded.
So I'm with Steven Jackson talking about, you know, I'm a sports fan, a basketball fan. But I don't want to talk about that shit right now.
Right. I say, like you said, it's mad more stuff going on. I felt that, like, definitely. This need to be talked about. Like, should we develop, you know, like, you know, a mini platform and like shit. With our platform, we got to do like our job. Like, shit, I don't mind talking about nothing. You know, putting it all out there, like discussing shit that, you know, we feel like a help. I don't mind doing none of that just because, like, that's our job. We supposed to do that. If you have, like, any type of platform to do anything like that, that's what you're supposed to do. That ain't something somebody should have to push you to do. Like, nah. Like, you black in America,
that should be in you.
It is.
That should be pride.
Right.
That should be your pride, what's in your chest.
Right.
Stop being scared, man. Like I tell my kids all the time, if you know right from wrong, you're gonna have to be able to stand on that shit no matter what.
Yep.
Word, because you don't expect somebody to give you respect. Don't ever expect that.
Nope.
But if it happens, be grateful. But you know,
right.
Don't expect anything. Because these people don't care about us, man. They don't. And I ain't talking about all white people.
Earlier.
Right. I ain't talking about all white people.
Right. Definitely.
I'm talking about the racist ones.
Exactly. There's some good white people out there too. And see, and that's what I don't like. People think they hear the way we talk and the way we articulate some of the stuff we feel. But like, yo, you don't understand like how this make us feel because you're not going through it. This ain't happening to your people. So if we articulate it in a way to where it hurts somebody's feelings or it make them feel a certain type of way, but you gotta excuse us. Like, oh, your feelings is hurt. Like, motherfucker, I'm hurt because my people dying. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't us being racist or prejudiced or nothing like that. Like shit, that's us expressing our hurt. Like, fuck out of our way. Let us express our hurt the way we want to. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't us being racist or nothing, because we know it's good. You know, it's good white people out here. Like everybody not racist. Like, and that statement is stupid. Like saying all white people is racist. Like I don't agree with that shit at all. You know, but you
Right.
know,
But me and you can understand that because me and you can understand. Me and you can understand that because when we was younger, we had a mentor that we was cool with. He was white. He used to come pick up from certain places, and black people used to say certain things to us, and we looking at them like, yo, I done grew up with you my whole life, and you gonna say something like that to me, or you saying something to him, or like, bro, that shit not cool, man.
Exactly.
And once people understood how we respected him, you know what I mean, he opened himself up to them.
Right.
And showed them the same thing that he showed us. Like, yo, not all white people feel the way that some of these white people feel like. Exactly. Some of them he needed to be educated on us too, because one, that was his job. He was a psychologist, you know. For people out of jail, most of them are what? African American.
Yep.
So you got two of your son's friends from his basketball team that y'all developed a relationship, and he opened our mind up to a different shit, man, like that my mom and my dad couldn't articulate for me. So yeah, I'm going to give him his praise and make sure that I do exactly what he taught me. Like, yo, don't look at it just, you know, the glass half empty or glass half full. Look at it on both sides. Exactly. Rather if it's male or female or skin color. Exactly.
Definitely. I couldn't say better. Definitely. Like, I don't know. Like, and it's some people, like, you know, like stuff they used to say, like with me and you, like always chilling with Buck, like when we wanted to get out of the hood. And besides that, we was learning so much. We both intelligent people, so we trying to, like, you know, we trying to get something different. Like this hood stuff is always gonna be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something different.
This is I'm gonna say this. What we learned from him is, one, how to conduct yourself in uncomfortable environments.
For sure.
Because me and him are only the only black people in some areas, or when we were with him. So we had to, you know, keep our cool and you know, look at all these people looking at us and looking at them and, like, you know, just making assumptions, or rather if they're racist, or rather if they were uncomfortable because, one, my size, and two, we both were two black men, and we always fit the description, right?
Definitely fit the description. Oh my God.
Like, let's take race off the application, off a job application. Let's do that. Please, let's do that. What's the point? Rather, if it's white, black, Chinese, or Asian, what the fuck does it matter? How come y'all ask for the height and the weight then? Dumbass shit, man.
Right. Yeah, man. Like,
I don't know, man. Where do we go from here, though?
I don't know, man. Like you said, like, you know, back to like the black dollar. We gotta, You know what I'm saying? I wish it was a place we could go where a bunch of us could go. There's nothing there, and we just build it from the ground up. Everybody go there. That'd be us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish that was a a out for us, like to be able to sustain our own type country kind of like kind of like what Akon doing. I wish that was something that was available to more people.
Right. Big up to Akon. What you think he doing with this 6ix9ine shit, man? What's that about?
I think I think
He out of pocket.
I definitely think it's out of pocket, and I don't support it at all. But I think Akon at such a level now where maybe he like working with him to try to understand, like because Akon an OG, like he probably trying to understand that.
Fuck that, bro. And what do you think about Nicki with him?
Bro, like I've been saying this for years. Like she, one of those people who not comfortable being herself. She always looking for like a way to be in the spotlight. No matter what it is, she don't ever seem comfortable being herself. Even down to the music that she make. Like the music, you can tell when somebody not comfortable making a certain track. Like on her track, she look like she don't want to sing about it. So as I say, for her, I think she doing that for attention.
Really?
Because as a lyricist, Nicki is up there. But far as making music, Cardi surpassed Nicki. When it comes to making music, I'm not talking about lyrics. Nicki is a better lyricist than Cardi. Don't get me wrong. I'll never take that from her. She dope. She doper than some dudes. But Cardi is herself. She wake up and be herself every day. She make, and it seemed like more, like the vibes seem there. Like with Nicki, it seemed dry right now. That's just me. That's just how I look at it though. Cause like her with the 6ix9ine thing, like come on, bro. Like you gotta know that that's not cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and same with Akon. Like I'm trying to look at it and try to understand it, like to see maybe why he might think that's a good idea. Maybe he's trying to understand, give him some game, but he should have got that game before now. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I don't know. I don't know about that. What you think?
I thought he out of his fucking mind. How you? I don't know, man. I think dude is. I don't even know how dude is even out here doing this shit, bro. I don't know how 6ix9ine is doing this shit, man. Like 6ix9ine Clown, whatever his name is.
You probably.
Right. I just want to punch this in the face myself.
You know what I will say though, like to him, like far as like that crew, Treyway, where they at today because of they self. A rainbow hair dude. Oh yeah, let's make him a blood. Y'all never grew up with him. Y'all don't know nothing about him. Y'all doing criminal activity in front of this little boy. What do y'all think was gonna happen? Like all of the Mel Matrix, all of them. Like much respect to them, but what would y'all like? Like why would y'all do that? Like on the outside looking in, I seen this story 3 years ago when dude was man. I'm like, yo, a rainbow haired blood like that weighed 90 pounds soaking wet. Like really? You know what I'm saying? Like, and my thing is, if he the money maker, why y'all got him around y'all criminal activity? That's supposed to be separate. If he the money maker, y'all can make him make the money, back him up, leave that alone. All that extra stuff, why is he seeing that? How does he have all that information to convict y'all when he's a musical artist? He not like a street dude. So why y'all doing street stuff in front of him and then expect him not to snitch after y'all done tried to kill him? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like he wrong and so they wrong too, because it's like, yo, what y'all thought was gonna happen? Like y'all thought he was gonna hold it down with that rainbow hair, going to sing and Elmira and all. Like, come on, man. Like they have a field day with that boy up there. Like what they thought was gonna happen.
If they already did.
Right. You know, like I don't understand like that logic. Like what? Like I feel like Shotty is an idiot. I really do. Like like just the way he did that situation. That was stupid. Like you got it. Like to be a street dude, like he said he is. That was a dumb move. Like let's bring this dude. We didn't grow up with him. We don't know him. Out of the blue, he falls into our lap. He makes music. Let's go shoot at some people in front of him. Let's show him where the spot at. What?
Who is your OG?
Right.
That's what I would like.
I thought that was a smart idea. I'm not condoning snitching at all because that's the coward way out. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not condoning that at all. But I feel like both parties is at fault right now. Like 6ix9ine is you knew you wasn't about that. So why was you trying to even do that? And then y'all knew he wasn't about that, but y'all had him around that. Like
you knew your baby mom was a pop off.
Right. Like, come on, man.
Oh, God. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that's nonsense. Killed that nigga a long time ago. If it was Rochester, New York, he would have been dead. Damn, dude, I didn't know you had 2 dogs.
You said what?
I didn't know you had 2 dogs.
Yeah, these 2 dogs is nuts. They fighting right now.
I see. I couldn't have 2 of my dogs. That should be over. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, man. Let's talk about investing in that black dollar, man.
Like you said, you got a plumber, you got somebody that cook, somebody that remodel, you get a butcher, you get a farmer, you know what I'm saying? And then what you do is to sustain that, the kids.
Real estate.
What do the kids want to do? Oh, I want to be an electrician. Bet. Let me get this started for you. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me go on my phone to call my guy that's an electrician. Hey, right. Man, you got any programs going right now? Oh, you don't? We should start a program.
Right. What you need to fund that? What I got to do? You know, like, I don't know, man.
You know how you do that? And you know how you do that? And if it's electrician, if it's construction, if it's any of that, right? You know how you do that? If we buy real estate, fix up these fucked up homes in the hood, we show these young men how to do this, and we rebuild the whole thing. Now you done made a house. Now we done remodel a house for somebody who mom got 5 kids. No, she can't take care of herself. Low income base. Funded through private, not the government, funded through private organizations we can organize for ourselves.
Yeah.
Don't rely on nobody to do nothing for us but the person that got the same color skin as me. It's not to be like, oh, black people are better than those. Black people got ourselves now.
Yep. And that's what it takes. Because you look at every other race, right? Look at Italians. Where they from? Italy. You look at the Irish people, they can always go back to Ireland. That's where all their family at. Black people, we so scattered. We don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? We need a base that's us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching something on the History Channel, and it's a tribe in the Fiji Islands. They all black people, which is crazy. They all black people. And if somebody, like, and they live in a village. So if, everybody can move on and start their own whatever. But if you become homeless, you always can go back to the village. You know what I'm saying? The one dude, he went back to the village. He was hungry. It was like, yeah, come on. You know where the food at? Come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The term, it takes a village, maybe it might. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I thought that was dope. Homie was homeless. He went back to his village. They was like, yeah, glad to see you again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need.
Right. If people don't understand, like, it's black people right now trying to do that down there in Atlanta. Like Killer Mike, T.I., Jeezy, people like that. We got to get to that black-owned bank. We got to get to that status because we all know how to do everything that these white folks know how to do, or these people that don't respect what we can do.
Man, would you stop barking? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm not racist at all, but I do understand that I do get discriminated on pretty on a pretty regular scale every day about how, rather if it's my employer or if it's a customer or if it's somebody in the store or anywhere I go. At some point, I ain't talking about having like every single day, but it's possible down here more often because I'm in the South. So yeah, I would say at least once a day, probably at the max 5 a day. I think people don't understand what they say to people, and they think that, oh, I was just kidding, right? Like people think that you can cover things like that up with a joke or a gesture like that. That's not cool. Because black people are taught by our grandparents or fathers or mothers that we got to think before we talk, or
Right.
think before you speak. And what I'm starting to learn, like even beyond white folks, there's some people that don't know how to control what they say.
Very true.
Just because you got a freedom of speech doesn't mean that you can speak something and then you feel like you don't offend somebody. If I, like I said, for example, if I say something and I offend somebody, I would like to know why I offended them and how did what I say affect you, and how was it a better way to say that? Because you might misconstrue my message because you didn't like the tone or the direction I was going in. But that's the way I was raised. Say what you mean,
Definitely.
So, word, like that's the only other way, man. Like we can't be asking nobody for nothing no more.
Nah, it's over for that. We asked for civil rights, like Pac said in that interview. He was like, we asked for civil rights, we asked with the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, asking we shouldn't have to ask for something that's our rights. You know what I'm saying? Like we should have to ask for our rights. This is written. You know what I'm saying? Like this is written already. We shouldn't have to ask for something that's written down that we should have. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Like we need our own stuff. If we could support our own, we could turn our backs on them. It's like okay, y'all don't need us. See how it is when we're not around.
Extremely. So you can try to blackball me. You can try to do whatever you want. But like I said, you kill me now, man. You're gonna immortalize me, man. It's gonna be 10 more million of me's just brewing, and you're gonna be like, what happened?
That's what they don't realize. That like they think they can just kill us and that's just it. Like, nah, that ain't it no more. Like, y'all kill us. Like, and at the rate we getting killed, like, yo, they building what they scared of. They building that army. The army that they scared of that we like could be forming to go against the government. They building that army themselves and don't even know it. They don't even know it. They don't even see like what they creating. Like they so scared of what we possibly could be, but they doing stuff. They fueling that. So the army of people that they feel like gonna try to attack a government or something like that. Y'all creating that. Like y'all don't see that. Like y'all killing them. That's like the worst thing you can do to somebody is to kill them. They not coming back after that. People looking at that like, nah,
Right.
I'm going for that. I got kids, I got a family. I'm gonna protect my family at all costs. Boom. I see a cop, I'm offing them. That's how some people starting to think. I'm reading these comments on these social media sites. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. Yo, it's a large portion of people that's not going for this no more. They really not. They not going for it. They like really like on some like, yo, like if it come down to it, I got my rifle too. Like I'm seeing that a lot on social media. And it's crazy, you know, like I don't fault people for feeling like that. Like I said, like, you know, who am I to tell somebody they
And
wrong?
you know what else we need to do?
But
You know what else we need to do? We need to definitely let me get to this mic, man, so yeah, everybody can hear me. You hear me better?
yeah,
We need to learn how to hunt, man, and fish and do all of these things necessary to be alive.
definitely, definitely.
Like we need to teach our kids this stuff too, because if I know this Killer Mike got this kill your master thing, but I feel like it's one thing right here I can say, like, stop your food, man. Food can mean what? Regular food. Food can mean your enjoyment. Food can mean your, you know, your getaways. Food can mean your, you know, things that you love on. You know, the things that you love to spend with. If you love to spend time with your family, if you love your cars, if you love your jewelry, if you love whatever, or if you love your black people,
Right.
white women that love black men. If you love your chocolate now, what's gonna happen? You're gonna have to go talk to Papa and straighten this thing out. Because that's the type of slave I would have been. Bitch, I give you this dick, you don't get my free papers, bitch. Or I'm gonna kill you and your daddy.
Bro.
Word, man.
Like, you know, even
listen, man.
They lost at the end, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, they knew to control it after that. Like they knew to like keep people separate more after that because they knew like all it would have took is a couple more of those and it would have ended sooner than 1865. You know, like it would have ended sooner, you know what I'm saying? They knew what they was doing.
Hell yeah. You know. When Nat Turner went to work, boy, asses. And like, oh, these niggas done unified. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I encourage all my black people. Watch Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation, boy.
Fuck Roots and all that other bullshit that they got out. Watch Birth of a Nation. Well, it came out, what, 2016?
Yeah, 2016.
That's a good movie, man.
The remake of Roots, that was actually pretty good. That shit had me like, I'm like, yo,
fuck that.
Not the original.
They talk about the Bible. I'm talking about the Birth of a Nation. It give you that Bible. Like I'm looking at the Bible a lot different.
I've been looking at that different. Like I said,
I'm talking about after I watched that, I had to look at it like, shh. Like that shit, like, bruh.
It says that.
I encourage people to watch it.
I'm gonna
get that jewel from that, man.
I'm gonna give y'all like a little excerpt from that. He telling y'all to watch that in the Bible, right? They used to beat the slaves, right? They basically beat the slaves into being Christians and stuff like that. I'm gonna talk about it because you know I know people, you know, it's a touchy subject, but I'm gonna talk about it, and I did my research, so I know. Well, when we got here, when they say we got here, because I feel like some of us was here already. That's another topic. But they that wasn't our religion. You know, like we had spirituality. They beat Christianity in us. And one of the verses in the Bible says, "Obey the master." That in Birth of the Nation, they get deeper into it, but it say, "Obey your master." Like y'all serving a God that wants y'all to obey somebody else. He's not even saying obey him in that text. Obey your master. So I gotta be a slave? Don't nobody find nothing wrong with that?
Birth of a nation, people.
Watch it. Watch it. If what I just said don't get you to thinking, like, bro, think about that. Obey your
We're
master.
not asking. We not asking you to abandon your faith. We asking you to be in the 21st century and establish more dialogue than what the Bible always say.
Exactly.
Because we gotta allow the LBGT community in the church and not be ridiculed because they choose a different life and who they love.
Exactly.
I
That
got people. I
yes,
got people that's. I got people I love that's in that community, and I'm tired of being like if I'm a white person, I'm just speaking in different contexts so everybody can understand what I'm trying to say. If I'm a white person and somebody racist around me that I know, it's my job to be like, yo, why do you like that? Why are you like that? And make them understand how ignorant and how stupid that is, right? I'm
right,
not saying shun them. Make them understand how stupid and ignorant that is, and it's a waste of time. So the same thing with the LGBT community. You know, it's the same thing. Like it's cool to be whoever you want to be. You gotta shun everybody because they want a different life.
right.
So in the church, in the community, the church community, we need to have a bit of understanding of that. I don't care what that with the Bible and all that shit say, or because I think that's outdated. How we still going off of something like that's thousands of years ago. I mean hundreds of years ago. Excuse me. Like
Get down. And it got changed so many times. You know,
that's what
like
I'm saying.
what's
It's
the right
who
thing?
who
You
who
know,
knows. There's a lot of authors on that. There's a lot of Pauls on that.
right? Get yeah, like
Not to mention, it's probably like everything else, meant not for black folks.
definitely not for black folks. But but like you said, teach his own. If that's where you find your solace, if that make you feel good, that make you know what I mean. I support that 100%. I support people being able to do whatever they want to, and you know what I'm saying, not be ridiculed for it. Like gay people, if gay people want to be Christians, let them be Christians. Like obviously they picking up some of the stuff, some of this, the
Your
whatever
message.
yeah, the message in Christianity is helping them better themselves. Like, so what that they gay? Like that, let them do what they want to do. Like they not hurting, they not out here hurting nobody. They not out here bashing nobody. Like what like what's wrong with that? Like, like I don't get why other people's choices make other people mad so much. Like, yo, like that's their choice. Why are you bothered by somebody else's choice? Let them do what they want. Like that shouldn't be something that keeps you up at night. You do what you like to do, let that person do what they like to do. What's the problem?
Too much self hate too. In
Yeah,
order for you to hate some a group of people, you got to have some self hate in you. Period. I don't have a certain color of person or you know, a person that comes from a different place, I don't have ill feelings about that towards them, or I don't judge somebody who oh you from Australia? Oh man, you know, or you from UK? You wanker? Whatever they call whatever they be calling each other, that shit funny to me. But I don't judge people from that, man. That's stupid. If I see two lesbian girls, I'll be like, those are two hot lesbian chicks right there. Like, it happens all the time. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, or, you know, I don't think two guys are hot. That would be weird. But I'm just saying, if I see two gay guys, I don't judge. I don't care. They happy.
Place to judge. What are we judging them for?
Right.
That's what they choose to do. They have the rights to do whatever they want to do. So let them like, and this is what I like. It took me a while to understand that, like, too. Like, because I didn't mean no harm, but like, how you be like, oh yeah, well that's gay. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying before, we had this conversation before. I had to start doing that too, because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to offend nobody. Like, I ain't got no problems with gay people. Like, dude, like, I feel like if you an idiot, you're an idiot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not you could be a straight idiot or gay idiot. Like that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at you, oh, you gay, you this. I'ma bash you. Like, nah, like you gay, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, more
I
power.
feel like I'm smart enough to say something else if my vocabulary is better than that, just to say something ignorant like that, because I was ignorant, and I'm saying that when I was younger growing up, because I was ignorant for us to say, oh, that's gay, oh, this dude gay, and focus on being gay. Like, I think that shit didn't make sense to me after a while. And then somebody I grew up with, somebody I love, they're gay. Like my first cousin, like my favorite cousin. You know what I mean? He got shunned for a while for that. That shit was crazy. I'm like, yo, I didn't talk to you because you were struggling for who you wanted to be, and he almost killed himself or tried to kill himself or something like that. Like, yo, that's just crazy. Just because you want to be gay?
Right.
And this is my cousin, bro. This is like my cousin I grew up with. And that shit was like, damn, bro.
Right.
What kind of man am I if I'm judging him like that?
And that's the thing, like, that's growth. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that it's not our fault for like saying ignorant shit like that, but
It is our fault. Yeah, it's a choice.
You grow up in that environment that's looked at as this, you know what I'm saying? And that shouldn't be the case, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to be themselves. It shouldn't be a pedestal. Okay, everybody got to meet here, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do this or this, then you ain't cool, or like, nah, man, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't cool. Like, everybody should be able to live their life the way they want, however they want. You know what I'm saying? Without nobody attacking them, judging them for like letting them people do what they want to do. Like, I be at work sometimes, and like I remember like in I think it was Halloween, the pagans was out there. They was in all black. Everybody was like, "Oh, why they?" I'm like, "Yo, leave them alone. Like they chilling. They not bothering nobody. Whatever they want to do, let them do it." You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't see like why and I guess that come with age, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wiser than we was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Every year you live on this earth, you wiser than you was last year. You know what I'm saying? I'm wiser at 30 than I was at 29. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess that
it's some real gay, gay people that was, it's some real friends that I have. Let me stop saying that. There's some real friends that I have that were gay that sat down with me and had a dialogue, had a talk with me about how it is to be in that world and being in a relationship with somebody of the same sex.
Right.
So I'm gonna say this. I got information, and I feel like I'm gonna apologize to them for not sticking up for them. You know, back then or whoever I knew, and I knew you was gay. I'm sorry for not sticking up for you because that would have been more man of anything I've ever done. Because some people are ashamed to be who they are, and they be old. And when they come out and people, resent them and all of that, man, that's some sad ass shit, bro.
Right. How you resented for
You
being
know what I
who
mean?
you want to be.
Right. But
Like,
if you're a piece of shit, you don't want nobody to tell you you're a piece of shit, though.
right,
Fuck it.
right.
Fuckers. Fucking people, man. Can't please them all, man. But who cares, man? Like, be you, man. For real. All you young bucks, if you want to be who you are, be you.
Whatever it is you want to do, that's what you do.
Be
However
you.
you want, whenever you want, be you. That's the that's the best thing you can be in this world is yourself. Can nobody be yourself better than you? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what.
Nobody. Nobody. Nobody can be you. And they don't want you to be you because they hate on you.
Right. And that's what majority of that be. It be hate. People be jealous. Like that's like to go back on like with Buck, right? People wanted to do what we was doing, but since they wasn't, they hated on it.
Bingo. Like it was a lot of people. I was like, man,
Right now
niggas is
they going to go hoop. Yeah, like we about to go have fun. Yeah, so say all the stuff y'all want to say. We having fun. We chilling.
word, bro. Like we going places where like we meeting people that's like doctors and you know people that's like in power and connecting with them. And like, sometimes we would link with him, man. He'll make us some money, bro. Like he bought my cleats, bro. He bought my cleats to play football at Edison.
He bought my laptop my first year in college. Like, like you see what I mean? Like, and this is what people don't understand. Like, like he wasn't like, what I'm saying? He obviously, like he was looking out for us, but you know what I'm saying? But that like it's good to have
All the
like,
time, though.
you said what?
All the time. All
Right.
the time. Always looking out.
Always.
You know what I mean?
And he showed us work too, though. Let's not forget that. Like, we was doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he showed us how to, like,
Told me how to do my taxes.
you see what I mean? Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
I was 18 years old,
homework
17 years old doing my taxes. Huh?
Remember homework and stuff we was doing? Like, yo,
Right.
fix this, word this way. Like, you express yourself more this way. Like, come on, man.
Give you game. Don't let like words or your speech stop you from being who you are because you're not.
Exactly.
Because everybody's just so fast and the way we were taught, everything is so fast and rapid. He slowed everything down for us. So, I even found out that I'm dyslexic. So sometimes I hear things backwards. Sometimes I hear or see numbers backwards or flip back. It's crazy, man. I can't explain it.
Mm-hmm.
And it still happens to me to this day. So he helped me figure that out. And I started to, get the hang of things. Like we had SAT questions at dinner. We had no cell phones allowed. Like at some point, when I get my stuff together, I'm going to actually do that.
Oh, same.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know your kids are a little bit younger than mine, but, I got, 2 daughters that's pretty up their age. And that's what we're going to do, man. I'm going to be scheduling dinners at a certain time. I don't give a shit what you're doing.
All right.
You know what I mean? And people will be like, oh, what if they got jobs? They're going to work for me or their mom. And I want to put people on. You can really do that with your kids. So if you can talk about all that bullshit about, I got a job here and then I don't got time to start over for a career. Well, okay. You go ahead and let them slave you for all this time, and your kids grow up and they don't know shit or have a starter kit for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say my parents made a mistake with that because my dad didn't. My mom, she went through a lot, so I understand why certain things didn't get there, and I'm not blaming her. I'm actually glad I grew up like that, because if I was privileged and all of that shit, I wouldn't be the person I am right now. Like, I had to grind for everything. I never looked for my mom for help for certain things, especially in education. I knew she was too tired to even talk about something like that. Because she got up with no alarm clock. So I do the same thing. I don't need no alarm clock most of the time. But if I don't, the only time I really need an alarm clock is when I really don't want to get up. So other than that, I don't need one most of the time.
Same.
She taught me that. You know what I mean? So I don't have nothing against my parents. I don't have nothing against, Buck for helping me and understanding. And I did some fucked up shit to Buck too, man. I have made some bad mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Bad mistakes. Fucked up my relationship with him for a little minute. But at the end of the day, he ain't turned his back on me. And that taught me a lot too. Be loyal. Be loyal, bro. That shit always come in the end. Be loyal. That's why we've been friends for 20-something years. Loyal. Loyal. I ain't never asked this nigga for $1 in my life. But I know if I need it, I can call him though.
Definitely.
Same here.
I already know.
Same here.
I already know. It's understood. It don't even got to be said. You already know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You already know.
That's how we got to be amongst each other as a group, black people, black men. It's okay for you to have 100. It's okay for you to have 100 baby mamas, bro. But understand this: when the rubber hits the road, they need to all be in sync.
Yep.
And we need to get off that bullshit. This child support ain't shit, but bullshit.
You know
that ain't nothing but it.
Right? Not to even cut you off. You
Say
know
that again?
You know why that's bullshit, right? Not to cut you off. But
right.
Child support is supposed to go to the kid, right? Why the government taking some of that? So technically, you're not even just paying for your kid. You paying the government.
Again.
Double taxes.
Y'all just took out taxes.
Took out taxes, and then y'all taking another cut. What is the other cut for?
Yeah, I heard, and the women don't understand that. The women don't understand that.
It's like, you can get more for me. Like, what
the straight. Ain't no cut. Ain't no third party.
Oh man, that's crazy. And like I said, I'm not even going through that, but I could just I could only imagine, like, what? Like, yo, like, you're getting this, right? You're not even getting all of it. It's going somewhere else. Like, where else is it going? We don't even know. Trump
so like, if I get
some Timbs right now. we don't know where that's going.
Man, it's crazy.
I never understand it, man.
Crazy, bro. I ain't gonna complain though, because that's the path that she chose, not me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit crazy. Like, I
You,
don't even understand it. I ain't never told you no a day of my life. Not for no money or nothing. But if you like, oh, I want to get something that I don't think you need, I'm not paying for that.
right.
I sound extravagant. That sound like coming out your pocket. But shit, man. What's the final thoughts, man? What you want to do, man?
Final thoughts. I say, man, save your money. Don't spend all your money on stuff that don't hold value. You know what I'm saying? Like money you gonna drop on a chain or something like that. Put that in your savings. Just let it sit there. You don't need that chain nowhere. And also, what else can I say, man? Unity. If you asking for change and you distancing yourself from your fellow brother, like you contradicting yourself. You gotta have unity. Without unity, there's no progression. And without no progression, we stuck in 2020. It's that simple. I don't know, that's just where I leave it.
Wow, my bad.
Yeah, bro.
Got a little blackout, people.
What I had said was I was like, without unity, there's no progression. And I said without no progression, we stuck in 2020. So, you see your fellow brother, you don't want to unite with him. You want to go against that crabs in the barrels mentality. Well, welcome to your life. 2020 is gonna be your life. You gotta change it. You gotta want that change. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be proactive in wanting that change. You gotta do your part in it. Me and bro, we doing our part. We gonna hold each other accountable. We gonna make sure we do everything we gotta do to leave something here for our kids. That's what we on. Like we need more of that. It can't just be me and him. It gotta be more people.
It got to be everybody.
Right.
It got to be everybody that you know. Like bruh. Everybody know me. I'm not on no fuck shit, man. I'm not a dude that's like. I'm a dude where at my high school we had a Black History celebration, and I pretty much organized that with my teacher. I wanted to put on a good show for my people. Also, one of the people who, if anybody knew, Edison used to have separate proms. My class for all four schools at Edison had a prom together. So I'm one of those people where if I want something, I'm gonna fight for it.
Yep.
Ask my baby mom. We done with the. Ask my baby mom. We done with the court a million times. She like, this nigga get on my damn nerves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for my kids, I gotta do a lot more. I know, I ain't saying it's gonna be easy, yo. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take time too. Like I feel like a 5-year period right now, I can actually say I'm gonna be actually making change. Not saying I'm making change. I'm not gonna have, that's not my dream and no shit. That's what's gonna happen. It's important. It's important for my son, his son, his son at that, because this shit is nuts. And we not about to turn a cheek. I ain't about to be, I'm more Malcolm these days. I ain't fucking with Martin right now.
Same. I always been more Malcolm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never even thought about it because I wanted it not to be true. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want this shit to be true, but it is, bro.
Right.
I had to be real with myself. You know what I mean? Not saying that I didn't take pride in being black or anything like that, but I didn't think this shit was gonna be forever. But it is. This is reality.
That makes two of us, because I definitely didn't view that as like, I view it as like, yo, like, man, like this was in the past, it's different now. Like, nah, they was just hiding it better. Like now and now, like, these last couple years, they not hiding it no more. They out in the open with it. Like, yo, like, we feel like black people are savages. Like people are literally saying this on TV. The president of the United States is using quotes from the KKK during his, you know, him addressing the nation. Like,
This motherfucker.
you know what I'm saying? Like he quoting KKK members from the past, like using their quotes, addressing everybody. Like, bro, if that don't tell you something, it's like, bro, like it ain't like we got to get off the time we on right now. We got to get on a different time, man. The time we on right now not working. Like this ain't it. We got to do something different. We got to move different.
We can't be stuck on stupid either.
Right. It's a lot of that.
We shall overcome. That shit is over.
Body. Finito.
We gotta be on some. It's a new day.
Yep.
It's a new day. Like it's a new day. Okay, I'm about to shut. Like, you know what? I said something about stop your food, but I think turn off your faucet sound like a little bit better. Turn the faucet off. Like turn your water off. Turn all the stuff that you need from me. I'm gonna turn that off because y'all don't have no respect for me, man. Y'all
Right.
disrespecting me.
Right.
Y'all disrespecting me, man.
Right.
And if I don't look at myself as a king like that, then what am I doing?
Playing their hands.
Yeah, I'm not. You're not gonna tell me how much I'm worth no more.
Right.
I'm gonna show you how much I'm worth.
Exactly. I was just about to say the same thing. Y'all feel like we not worth something, or we gonna show y'all how much we worth. And it's gonna hurt y'all more than it's gonna hurt us.
And I'm gonna need all my ends too.
Every aspect of it.
Because the thing about, karma, it's a bitch.
Right.
All right, man. Last thing we're gonna say is, man, y'all be careful out there, man. And don't be, you know what I want? I want everybody to understand we can't be scared no more. You can't be scared no more.
Stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous, man. Like, y'all made us fearless now. It's fearless time. Like, we fearless. America eats his babies. We out, man. That was Ruffcutt.
All right, Ruffcutt.